Hello, guys. How are you? Thank you for being here. Once again, we return to the true crime, unfortunately cold case that I'm drawn to do the reading. Again, guys, the tarot questions still on sale during the live stream, so you may pop out with your question by donation only. And as well, thank you in advance sharing this info with the family and giving them a personal kind of piece or new details about investigation. In this case, we go to Jessica Chambers. So don't forget to share and check up the rest of the 350 videos and share with community because you never know that some of the details that any of my colleagues or personally me gives you will help the investigation in future. Again, unfortunately, the case of Jessica Chamber, the burned alive 2014 Countland, Mississippi. Let's go back to her case. Do check up the short version of the reading. I have in a pre-shuffle opened the cards and few times with different tarot. Literally, it's showing up the same thing. There is a woman of one of her boyfriends literally that literally caught him. I do believe it's Quentin, and that same woman literally done that thing to Jessica. It's so simple the answer. The woman has literally, look at guys, there is a woman that literally caught instead of him. She found the betrayal and literally she literally put as a victim Jessica instead to punish her own boyfriend. I never understand once more, guys and girls. The woman empowering lesson for today is, can a woman literally understand married or with the lover, whoever? Women have to be smart enough to stick together, even if there is a betrayal with the best friends, girls, with your best friends, and you found your lover, your husband, your fiance, your boyfriend with your best friend. Again, you have to guilty your man and his spouse not to literally accuse the opposite woman. This is a woman who hates a woman. And literally, this woman here literally put on the fire and not just outside of the car, her own body, and she literally put it. She first definitely was beating her to almost faint, and then she put even in her mouth that definitely she was not in conscience. She put in her mouth as well the gas, and then she put a light. And this woman is totally sick woman, and I have seen this in opening. Little do check it. This guy was never single, and whoever was then meeting him, Quentin was having five girls chatting with five girlfriends, and eventually the year after he married, and I have asked, is that the his wife of now? Is that the, because it could be just one of the passing girlfriends or one night stands that he was chatting at that moment? No, definitely. Look at, he knows who has provoked this disaster. Look at this fire. That was my answer. So do check up the short version. You will see the order of the cards. Unfortunately, look at, this person was checking and following her own lover. I do believe this was future wife to be. So sick because this woman is with Quentin, married. And look at, she followed him and she caught him in the car with Jessica Chamber. And yes, look at, he was literally showing him his face two times in these cards, like, I'm not single and I'm putting you, treating you an option. And look at, and there is my wife watching you, my official chick. And he literally married that chick as well later. And yes, the sacrifice one, look at, these were the first two cards popping out. The sacrifice one was Jessica. And as well, when I asked, did the girlfriend of Quentin manifest that death? Yes, the answer was, look at the manifestation of death. So yes, the answer is yes, and it is so clear as well. Look at that, the real reason, the betrayal, the lies are here. Again, there is a lot of things that this woman is somehow blackmailing. There's Quentin to literally not tell the truth. There is a proof as well with the high priestess and hermit card. Later, there is a proof that he knows that his girlfriend, wife to be, the official girlfriend, has sacrificed Jessica. It's so obvious and it's so clear. I mean, can you catch the devil in this moment? Will we find in future the truth? That's what I'm going to ask, because definitely a year after he was married and there was another case. So year after, like there is literally repeating the cycle of again a new scandal, new criminal act, again abuse of the woman turned to a death. Look at the second time, Wheel of Fortune. And seems like as well this woman has literally exposed him with the new lover. Look at his wife. Remember that wifey that was checking him and stalking during the date with Jessica, and he was all day with the Jessica Chamber, and that same wifey. He's showing up now. I want the truth. I'm checking out the new chick, Ace of Cup, and the year after there is a 30 times that the girl that he was visiting, that was again a foreigner girl, like on international exchange, what I understood. And she was found 30 with the 30 steps on her body, death. And after that, they accused him. So, yes, Luther, look at guys, why he's hiding is so, it's so clear here that he's not telling the truth. This fake connection contract with his wife, there is a big thing that she's holding. This woman is little blackmail him. Somehow there is a codependency. Will there be in future reveal this woman? Because she become a serial killer. I mean, whoever have done to Jessica Chamber, and that will be the one, the only thing happening in a life to him, that person is sick. And they deserve literally just a death penalty, the same kind of death penalty. On other side, this is becoming a serial killer because I see the Wheel of Fortune, the same person having a new chance for aggressive attack to a woman by literally wanting to have a truth about the new chick, a new cheating thing, and will there be the proof to put her in the prison? This woman, wow! Look at guys. It seems like it's coming reverse moon cards, so it's so obvious with the high priestess and as well with the moon card reverse, that it's so obvious that this truth will come out. Just they're like waiting for her move. They're waiting for a wrong move of hers, and even if she has sacrificed and Jessica Chamber, unfortunately, and even if she can even if she sacrificed the Jessica Young and then her husband the year after, putting him in a prison. um, Seems like there is a big contract, and this big contract, is it involving the drugs? I'm going to ask. The big contract is here. I'm going to ask, is it, is this wife of Quentin having a contract with a drugs, some kind of drugs deal? Wow, it's a pure strategy, like to literally pull away from her attention towards these other things. It seems like I just heard smaller things than my big deal with the drug. I just heard this, certainly like putting attention towards this victim random pick up the victims. Obviously, there his Quentin is chatting with so many girls. So I said random. The spirit said random because there are so many others. These are not the only one girls that he's chatting with them. He's seeking attention with so many girls at the same time. But the strategy tools, pure strategy, pull attention from literally from a drug deal, from a contractor with a drug deal towards putting Jessica and later on putting her husband as a victim as well. Just to put on a hold, not people to notice the whatever she's doing with this drug deal. Definitely, there's a lot of things involved. Drugs again with this devil card, but again, there is literally a proof is that from the somebody who is a red, somebody who is literally under investigation, and literally look at this person is telling them the real deal, truth. Somebody's in the prison or under the court case, and as well seems like as well Quentin will talk because he's in jail. It could be him releasing the whole truth, what really happened, and it's everything. Somehow it's running in the family, and whoever has burned alive Jessica, the same person is inside of his family. So I'm going to stop here while I'm going literally to again address to a spirit of Jessica Chamber that died, burned alive in uh, Cortland in Mississippi, 2014. To rest in peace, and I hope the justice will be served, a real person who has literally done this nasty thing, pure evil thing to her, that she will be brought to a light of justice. Guys, the devil can make a contract for and prolong his actions, criminal actions, evil actions for a while, but at some point he always is put in the corner. That's what the balance of the nature. Like he can work for a long time, he can escape the prison for a long time, he can make a lot of nasty things, hurting so many people, avoiding the justice as well, not just hurting, killing so many people, but at the end there is literally like a trap for a wolf set in the corner, just her head in the corner. And look at, there is somebody who is seeking the truth, and literally on the other side there is that woman that always had a second chance. And since like she make made mistake by literally doing that for a second chance, second time, but you cannot stop that beast inside of her. And as well, it seems like with that second chance, with that 30 steps over the next girlfriend of a friend of Quentin while he's still married with that wifey, it seems like people start to be refocusing energy from Quentin to his wife, and whoever's seeking the truth by literally this act, now the light is put on Quentin's wife. So I hope the community pages for the online community will bring this to a light. What's happening in that marriage? What happened in the marriage? And really focus energy from Quentin towards this wifey. Because as well, I mean, there is urge of finding the right. I just heard shrink who will talk and literally uh, pursue with a smooth diplomatic talk the guy who's in prison now, Quentin, literally to start talking about his wife's action because it's always whoever going to insist. It's like a smooth talker, like it will be a shrink who is in a woman form, the somebody who will be a smooth talker and who will as well uh, play on a role seeking attention of Quentin while he's going to investigate him about what's happened with his marriage, about his marriage partner, and is it that really his empress, his wife, literally the one who literally has done all the actions. The first time Jessica Chamber burned alive, and then the second time his friend that foreigner on international exchange right student 30 times stabbed. Whatever is there, there's a lot of things to release. What's happening in the house, what he already knew. Yes, look at so obvious. This is Quentin and knowing him, knowing who has done this thing and who is this partner from his home as well. He needs to release the burden, even if he's somehow blackmailed for some bigger thing. She's definitely hiding a lot of things from his life that we are not aware as well. With each action, him keeping quiet seems like it's less than how much he would get if they catch him with the real deal, with whatever is his real illegal contract. And look at even that going to a jail, it seems like faking because it's like a justice is with the three of wands and queen of swords like waiting, and it seems like it's even fake him being in the jail and literally there is a whole charade. Like I see the setup that there is again, like I said, a team who's working with him, like a psychotherapist, a person that could be a woman that will talk and make him tell the truth as well. It could be as well that they're playing on a card for wherever he's now in prison, the person who are reaching out to him to as well try to represent fake, like a fake prisoner, literally on the cover, literally who is there to reveal his lies of Quentin and the real truth and push him to release like a friend to friend, staying together in a cell indoor and playing on that card because this guy is literally not telling the truth. Why he's hiding? That's the thing. That's what they're curious now. Investigation. Why he's literally all the time supporting this female. Again, it seems like this female is on the top of this contract. Is the female his wife the one that is organizing all the contract with the drug deal? Is the female of Quentin the one that is organizing the drug deals? Because I see the contract card. Wow, this is a woman from really a bad company. Literally look at contract with the devil. Is that with all these drug dealers? Wow. Yes, that's the woman that he married inside of his house with the four of wands. And on the bottom, yeah, like he's totally aware what he's doing and he literally needed to protect her. Somehow she's controlling him um, with all the possessions as well with this um, addiction through the drugs and through dealing with the drugs. That's so important for him that he really is really scared to betray her. Like trying to betray, I just heard like the drug cartel of kind. It's not a good idea. That's what he thinks. So he's so afraid. Is this woman protected from a drug cartel? It seems so with the 5 was for definitely she's in the bad company and under the influence of the pure devil. Again, I heard devil when I pronounce devil. I again heard the drug cartel, and she's so furious and aggressive, like in a pure evil manners, and she's daring to remove every woman in the life of Quentin. That's what is a person of that's what kind of personality is having his wife. And that's why Jessica Chamber was there. And literally, his girlfriend turned to be later next year, his wife, is the one that she spread that idea that Jessica Chamber, that Jessica, week before her death, literally has literally told to her mom that all the friends of hers, all the city is talking that she's a rat, she's a snitch, and that's not true. That's what she was snagging about, and like it's a wrong information. It's not fair, and seems like this information was spreading on purpose. His evil girlfriend that was pre-planning her murder. So he's put that spread like she's a snitch, so like drag. So the people and the policemen they could think later on hearing this thing that okay she was removed from a drug cartel as well. She was using the drugs, so something was there, like she stepped on the wrong person. She was in with the wrong people, seeing some things that she shouldn't. She witnessed some things that she shouldn't. That's what classical the police is thinking. Again, the pure strategy, whatever is happening right now, yes, they are obviously aware of this cartel, but as well, they are aware as well the victims are Jessica and now Quentin, and they're aware and they know who is the real killer, and they're just trying to pursue what's behind them, what are they to take the rest of the infos from Quentin, putting him in a prison. Again, rest in peace, and I'm repeating a few times. I'm so drawn to reading about Jessica Chambers. I hope the justice will be served very soon, guys. Keep on, hold on. There is a pure strategy, and I think the police never left this case. So peace and love, and don't forget to check up the rest of the readings in the playlist. Justice will be served. And thank you in advance for any of the PayPal donations. Rest in peace, Jessica Chambers.